glamorous society. She returned to England to win the heart of Paul, her childhood love, only to be bargained away by her bankrupt father to the handsome, arrogant Duke. Outraged, she defies her new lord. But even as his smoldering passion seduces her into a gathering storm of desire, Whitney will not relinquish her dream of perfect love. And this is nothing like 50 Shades of Grey or anything. I mean, it's got like a couple of love scenes in it, but it's nothing like 50 Shades of Grey. There's so much more emotion and depth, character depth, and it's actually humorous in some parts as well. Clayton Westmoreland is definitely one of my favorite characters from a book ever, because he's described as this really dark, mysterious, arrogant, manly man. Well, not really a manly man, just really, kind of like from the wrong side of the tracks type of guy, but he's rich. Of course, he's a duke, duh. But anyways, I love him a lot more than I love Paul, who's really described as, handsome, boyishly handsome, the nice grin, and, if I could describe it, if anybody's ever seen Sweet Home Alabama, which just happens to be my favorite movie, in the movie, Patrick Dempsey is like this really classic, handsome type of clean-cut person, and I'm a huge Patrick Dempsey fan. I'm not saying anything about him, but Josh Lucas is more this rugged, arrogant type guy, and I'm not gonna lie, I loved his character in that movie, because I think inside he was really a sweet, heartfelt person, but on the outside he was just really hurt and not wanting to show his true feelings. And that's a lot how Clayton is in this book. Whitney is just totally head over heels for this Paul guy, and she will not pay a speck of attention to Clayton. And but he's really got his sights set on her, but she's got her sights set on Paul. So the storyline is great. I really, really love it. I just love the cover so much. It's got like this gold in the middle of it. Judith is by Judith McNaught. It's called Whitney, My Love. I think the cover is just gorgeous. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys because I'm so excited about reading it again. And if you want, I can read some to you guys if you want.